Come in.
Hey Jamie, it's Max Prospero. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Max?
I'm doing well. You mind if I sit down and take up some desk space?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Excellent.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. How you been?
Really good. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I know last time we talked, you said you were on an African safari. How was that?
Oh, yeah. I did get back from that. I went to Tanzania.
Nice. How was it?
Tanzania was fun. It was my
Yeah?
first time over there.
Excellent.
I might want to go back in a few years. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What was your favorite animal?
I saw lots of them. It's really hard to put one down on it. Yeah, I couldn't. I saw a ton of them.
Right.
We got to see a lion on our safari. That was kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I know when you talked in our last meeting, you said you only about 15 minutes today. Does that still stand?
Yep. 15 minutes. I got to get off to work. So.
Excellent. Well, to really maximize the value of our conversation today, I took the liberty to set an agenda.
Okay.
First, I'd like to recap our meeting from last week. Second, I'd love to show you just a brief presentation I prepared. And third, I'd love to see if James or you and Northwest Mutual would be a good fit.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds good. Interesting.
Is there anything you'd like to add here, Jamie?
No, I mean, everything sounds good. Yeah, I'm really interested to learn more about the products.
Excellent. Well, just going off from our agenda, from just recapping a little bit of last week, or our last meeting, you mentioned that you just got promoted, or you're on your way to promotion, sorry.
Right.
How's that been going?
Good. And everything's kind of set in stone.
Okay.
I'm moving into my new office this week. That's fun.
Excellent.
But my payments won't start to, or my paychecks won't get bigger until next month.
Okay.
So after that, I'll be making $6,500,
Perfect.
and I'll have $1,000 about left over to allocate in some things.
Excellent. Well, moving on. We also mentioned that you paid off your student loans.
Yep.
Congrats again. That's never an easy thing to do.
No, it was hard, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah. And I have it written down here that you have about $500 left in your savings account.
That's true.
Yep.
About $500.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. And if there's a way to replenish that and just feed that account a little bit more, that'd be something you'd be interested in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent.
I want to make more money. So
For sure. And then the last big thing I want to touch on here with you today, Jamie, is that you mentioned you wanted to buy a condo.
Yeah.
Within about 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. 3 to 5 years, or maybe a little sooner than that.
Okay.
But $20,000 is what I want to put down on down payment.
Okay.
And that's about 20%, so I can get a good loan on it and good credit. So.
Absolutely. Is there anything else moving forward that you're looking to have a big purchase or a small purchase on?
Maybe a car in a year and a half.
Okay.
That's probably just something new.
Okay, yeah. Have you taken any concrete steps towards saving that car?
No, not at all.
Okay. And just backtracking a little bit too, going back to that condo, have you made any concrete steps saving for your condo?
Not really, just because of my savings account right now.
Right.
It's just kind of like I need to put money into that, and I just haven't had the opportunity to. So,
if there's a way that you were able to allocate your money to specific parts of your budget, one towards your savings account, to your condo, and to your car, would that be something that interests you?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely need a better budget plan.
Excellent. Well, just moving on, I'd love to show you a little bit more about how Northwest Mutual can really help you to really achieve those goals.
Okay.
So I made a presentation today that I'd like to show you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Excellent. So here at Northwestern Mutual, we're all about you. Our goal is to serve you and to make sure that you can live happy and healthy, in a sense that you can get everything you budget for and reach your goals.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good. And I don't want to get you too far here before
Yeah.
we go forward, but if I've only got $500 right now,
Right.
how am I going to afford to pay you for these services?
Well, Sam, a lot of my clients have felt the same way when I meet with them, that they're worried that they only have a small allocated money to reach out to me now. Kind of how this is going to work, we're going to put you on a payment plan. So you'll only be setting aside a certain small amount to your money.
Okay.
To each one of our services, something that you can afford right now, and then we'll go from there, just to make sure that that you're taken care of right now.
Okay.
And then as you move forward on in life, that you're also hitting your goals of getting that condo, getting that car, and also helping up eventually saving that more for your savings account.
Okay.
Does that alleviate your concern a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, awesome. Well, this is a graphic that how I like to explain to my product or my customers or clients that describes how we do things. So we like to look at this as there's buckets. So we look at there's 3 different buckets. So there's a short-term bucket, which is from 1 to 10 years.
Okay.
There's a midterm bucket, which is from about 10 to 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a long-term bucket, which is obviously 25 and beyond that. So I believe you mentioned earlier in my notes here, you've about $1,000. You're planning to have an extra $1,000 left over. Is that right?
Yes.
Excellent. What I would recommend to you then, Jamie, is to put $200 in your short term, $600 in your midterm, and $200 in your long term.
Okay.
That way we can really cover your buckets about your short term and your long term taken care of. But I think your midterm will need more of that money because those are some of the bigger things that that will happen.
Okay.
Can you see the value in that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, moving on. Here's our short term bucket. I like to call this our rainy day or emergency day fund.
Okay.
Life is really unpredictable.
Yeah.
You never know really what's going to happen, and you never know when you're going to need to withdraw money. So this is the bucket that we kind of set aside for you, that you pool money there, and you need to take it out when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Whether, it could be anything, whether that's, maybe you got hit by a car or something just bad happened. Could you see any interest in that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Excellent.
definitely. I need some ways to secure some funds.
For sure. Now there's kind of 2 ways to go about this. There's a savings account, and there's also a money market fund.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you know what a savings account is.
Yeah.
You have one right now, where you can kind of withdraw unlimited amount of times. What the money market fund account does, it kind of restricts you in how many times you can withdraw. So you only may be able to withdraw from like 1 to 3 times. Kind of the purpose of that is to really hold you responsible with your withdrawals. So it kind of keeps you on track, kind of gives you a little structure to make sure you are reaching those goals so you can get that car, that condo in the long term.
Right.
Can you see the benefit in using a money market fund?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Yeah. Perfect. Moving on to our midterm bucket. Like I mentioned before, this is about our 10 to 25 years. And this is where we'd pool about that fat stack of that 600 that you'd be saving from that 1,000.
Okay.
This is for your bigger purchases like your property and other stuff like that would happen around that time. Now there's 2 ways that I'm going to recommend to you on how to really utilize that $600.
Okay.
One way is to use mutual funds. So pretty much what that means here, Jamie, is that we'd pair you up with a Northwestern Mutual person who works with stocks and bonds.
Okay.
And they'd take a portion of that money and they would invest it within stocks and bonds.
Okay.
Now from there, you can either go to like a safe route of doing safer stocks and bonds.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give you a little bit steadier flow of return, but it won't be as much as you could as if you got it from more of a riskier say of stocks or bonds.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I know you mentioned earlier that you had this concern of, paying out money right now because you are at a low point. So what I would like to do is recommend a safer route just to make sure that you're doing okay and that you're getting a steadier return on this investment.
Absolutely. I like that idea.
Could you see the benefit in that?
Yes, for
Excellent.
sure.
Now moving on is term life insurance.
Okay.
Kind of what this is let's say from age 25 to 55, you'll be paying a flat rate, and by the end of 55, you can be able to withdraw that money.
Okay.
There's something that's really cool about this account. You can put people on and off it freely.
Okay.
I know you mentioned you had a brother.
Yeah.
After when your parents died, and this could be a great thing for you and him to utilize. Because even when you get to a certain age, you want him to kind of get off. You can put him off, and he's already kind of started.
Okay.
Can you see the value in that?
Yeah, and I've heard people talk about whole life insurance too.
Right.
What's the difference between that too? I know some people have recommended whole over term to me.
Absolutely. So what whole life insurance is so it goes up until you die. So what I mentioned with term is, let's say your term was from 25 to 55.
Yep.
Your whole life would be from 25 to whenever you pass away.
Okay.
And then from there, your family would get the money instead of you withdrawing it from your term.
That makes sense.
Does that make things a little more clear?
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And this is the final bucket. This is the long-term bucket. So this is where we look at more of your retirements and the 401k or Roth IRA. However, what I like to do here is look at the 401k option.
Okay.
What I think is awesome and super cool about the Journal Sentinel is they do that 100% match up
Oh,
to
yeah.
2 or 3%.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
So what I'd love to do is take that $200 that we're going to put in this bucket. Journal Sentinel will match that, and you'll have $400 going into this bucket every time you drop $200 into this bucket.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a great way to save for your retirement and to save to do pretty much whatever with when you decide to stop working.
Right. Okay. Very cool.
Could you see the benefit in doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I like that a lot. So as soon as I make a little bit more too, maybe in 5 to 10 years, I can allocate more into that.
Absolutely.
Very,
Absolutely.
Very, very cool.
Well, Jamie, based on kind of what we talked about today, you do have some goals in mind. You want to replenish your savings account.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get that condo in 3 to 5 years, and you did mention about getting a car with about a year to year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some big purchases and some great goals that we really think you need to get and to meet. Where Northwestern Mutual would come in to really help you achieve those goals is by setting you up with our plan that I kind of outlined for you today. It sounds like you're a little restricted and you don't really know where to allocate money. And I think we'd bring a service to you that really makes sure we're putting the best money in the right places.
Okay.
So what I brought is just a contract for you to sign. So I brought a contract today for you to sign. All this says is that you'll use Northwestern Mutual products that we talked about today, and we'll get that started as soon as we can, if that sounds of interest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that I need to start saving money, and I think this is a foolproof option. So, for sure, I appreciate this a lot, Max.
Excellent. Yeah, no problem. And I know we talked on last time about referrals.
Yeah. So
Do you have those for me?
Yeah. So here's my information for Dan Herlash.
Okay. Thank you.
He's a good friend of mine, and Jamie Peltier, he's a mentor of mine.
Excellent. Perfect. Thank you so much, Sam.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Oh, I said Sam.